Hey there, Happy New Year. I know everything is all about going to the gym and all of these deals on join the gym, join our gym, all of this stuff. Well, guess what? Quantum Capacity is a spiritual gym. We're going to literally stretch your spirit out. We're going to work on your inner world. We're going to get it cleaned up. We're going to get it aligned with God's plan and purpose for you. And we're going to get it stretched and expanded to carry the big responsibility that He has for you in your destiny. So if you want to work out at the spiritual gym, Quantum Capacity is launching next week, and you can still see the replay of that masterclass. Just click the link below. We'll see you soon.
Welcome to the Spirit-Centered Business Podcast, where we blend the spiritual with the practical for supernatural results. Now, here is your host, Bralynn Newby.
Hello there. Welcome to Spirit-Centered Business. I am so excited to have Elizabeth Gomes back on the show because she did the AI artwork for my book cover. So, Elizabeth, you've been on the show before. So in case you want to hear her story, I'm talking to the audience now. In case you want to hear the story, you can go back in the archives at spiritcenteredbusiness.com and look for Elizabeth and get her story and the things that we talked about the first time that she was on the show. This time, I just want to catch up. We haven't seen each other in a while. And of course, she did this AI, which was so beautiful. And she worked so hard at it, you guys. So, Elizabeth, welcome back to the show.
Thank you, Bralynn. It's good to be here. I love having chats with you.
Oh,
thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. I know I miss you in our Ecclesia groups. We used to, for the audience, we used to meet on every Saturday morning and we had an Ecclesia, but we haven't for quite a while now. I don't remember how long it's been, but it's been a while. Has it been a year?
It probably it is what it is, you know.
Yeah, it is what, yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So the only reason that I had contacted Elizabeth to do some artwork for my cover is because she was teaching us on it. And so, Elizabeth, what do you want to share the peeps about doing using AI, either for art or for business or both, or what do you want to share? I'll just give you the floor.
Okay, so first of all, what is AI? Simple, artificial intelligence. And there we have it. It's artificial, right? I know there's a lot of fear concerning AI, but there's also a lot of excitement concerning AI. The internet it's crazy with the sort of thing that is being spouted now with AI. But I think as sons, as people belonging to the kingdom of light, we should really have a different perspective, right? Because AI, it's like machine learning. It's just a computer system that is trained, or that is has certain algorithms, so, or programs, or so it could learn data, right? And where do they get the data from? Our data everywhere, right? What is available? So it cannot perform. It's finite, though. It's not infinite. That's important. It's not infinite. So that it cannot learn or receive data without these commands or these algorithms.
Correct.
It cannot. So right. It's not like, oh, they're going to take over, humans, and they will run humans. I actually don't believe that, especially the time we're living in, especially what Yahweh is doing with us and what the sons are doing right now. I think that, to me, we should be trained. Because we said AI, they're being trained to do certain things and how they're trained. But the training for me is for us to understand that we are infinite beings in Yahweh. In Him, we live, in Him, we move, in Him, we have our being. So for us, I don't think that we should have this fear of run amok with everyone saying AI is going to take over this and to be feared. So what is this really? What are computers and all these algorithms and everything? They had to have a blueprint before they could even think about something like that. Oh, I think we are the blueprint, right? Because if you notice, they're trying to make it look like us. I will say, they make it try to have emotions, try to have this, but AI doesn't have a soul, doesn't have a spirit. Right. It is trained by who? By humans. We are the ones that set the algorithm so it could predict certain things. For example, how can it predict? If it doesn't have a certain set of algorithms, it cannot predict 1 and 1 is 2. It cannot. So it is able to predict or understand patterns. And from those patterns, it predicts something, right? Simple. Like we could do it too. We could look at the weather, like when Jesus was telling Nicodemus. You could look at the weather, you could predict certain things. You don't understand what I'm telling you, right? We could say, okay, if we add 1 plus 1 plus 1, this is what the outcome would be. Okay. But with us, it could be infinite because we could live in an ascended place and we have this vast kingdom of our Father that we have access to, full access to, right? Depending on what we want, depending on our scroll, depending on a number of things. But with AI, it's AI, artificial intelligence. But that being said, I think that we should really allow ourselves to be trained and to understand what this is all about and to get to the program. When I say get to the program, why, like, for example, I would have people, and I don't mean anything, in certain age brackets, like for my age bracket, would say, we don't want to do that because that's, computer this and computer that, and we don't know how to use emails. And I think that's really sad because we're living right now in the 21st century. Right. And it's exciting, depending on what you like, it's exciting to know that we have access to these kind of things. For example, let me give an example. Eons ago, when we first had the motor car, there was fear about the motor car. Even when we had the telephone, there was fear about the telephone. Like everything that has been invented by forerunners, there was always fear. And even in the spiritual aspect of it, or the church, is the same thing. Everything that seems to be new or different and pulls us out of our comfort zone, there is fear. There's always fear, right? And then others would say, okay, there is something evil about that. It will kill us. It will lead, because we are comfortable in where we are. But I like what is happening right now. Everything is being rocked. Everything is being shaken so that only the things that cannot be shaken will remain. So that's what that.
Yeah, that's so good. Yeah. And I have, my audience probably knows this, but for you, Guild Hodges was just on the show, and I haven't had him on the show, even though he and I started Kingdom Talks, in 2018. He's never been on Spirit Centered Business, but he just started an AI Innovators, where he's teaching people AI. So I had him on the show to talk about how to use AI in business. But I specifically want to talk to you about how to do the artwork with it, because we have a lot of creatives who think that their job is going to go away because of AI. And based on how you taught us and you showed us what needs to happen, wow, I don't think a creative person is going to go away at all, because you need to be creative to understand how to put it, how to tell AI what to do, right? So why don't you give us a little bit of that? And I don't mind if you share screen, and if you want to show something, that's fine with me. I don't know what you're prepared to do, but you've done such lovely jobs. I think you taught us about Midjourney, and then you also taught us about Canva. So
Canva,
what are you using now?
Okay, I am using Midjourney still. I'm using Canva, and I'm using ChatGPT and DALL-E.
Okay.
And of course, Procreate. And I use some of Adobe Creative Cloud, which is not InDesign. I use what is it? Premiere Pro. I don't use that a lot. I mostly use Photoshop, right, to upgrade and things like that. Yes. So I use it now. Bing is incorporated, right, with Microsoft Bing. So I also use that. I use whatever is available, but those are my main ones that I use. And I think, as just going back to what you said about creatives, I think that this has opened the door for us to really exercise and explore our creativity. It is not hindering or blocking our creativity. It's actually enhancing our creativity. For example, say I'm a poet, and I am writing this poetry. I'm writing it in words. I mean, a picture is word, 1,000 words, right? I'm writing these words, but in my mind, I'm seeing it, and I'm trying to write it to give a picture of it for somebody to engage with or to really understand what I'm saying. I'm trying to bring the emotion in it, which there is a part for that. Very good. But I could use those words and feed it to one of these, like Midjourney or DALL-E or any one of those, and feed it to that AI, right? And it will understand what I'm trying to say, and try to bring out certain amount of iterations. Like, for example, Canva will give you 4, but the quality of Canva is not as good as Midjourney, right?
Okay.
But it's still good, a DPI, right? But it's still good, and you could take that out and then put it in another something else. Like even Procreate, you could choose how much DPI, or Photoshop or Midjourney or so on, right? And you could do as many iterations as you like, depends on how much you pay, right? As many iterations as you like. And then for me, I will take that and then throw it into Procreate, right?
Okay.
Procreate is not an AI. Procreate is like, it's something that you could draw, you could do your own artwork and things like that. So it wouldn't be deemed an AI. It's mostly like Canva or like Photoshop, right? Midjourney would be considered AI. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, no, and I want you to go there, but I just want to let the audience rest easy. I'm going to put all of the links to what she's saying, as all of these names, I'll put it in the show notes. So don't worry, you don't need to take notes, just listen to her. And just for reference, what happened with this, Elizabeth did, like, she made the scroll. She put in the words into Midjourney that made this beautiful scroll, and then it also had some of these fire, flame, kind of smoke elements around it. And then my other designer, David Munoz, put it into another program. Probably, I think he used Photoshop, and then he like tweaked some things and edited some things, and then he did, he created the back and did the words and all of the other stuff that goes on top of it. So what she's saying is she's taking it out of the AI and putting it into a regular artistic kind of software that's not AI. Is that correct?
Well, I wouldn't say necessarily taking it out of AI. What we're doing, I'm using the AI Midjourney. Hi, Midjourney. That's weird. I know what I wanted to do that. Yeah, it's like, oh, it's real. I'll tell you what ChatGPT now, just now. And so what I do, I would imagine, this is beautiful. We are creating what we are thinking. I mean, of course, it mightn't be perfect, but we're trying to create. For example, if I'm thinking, I see, say I'm in Ascension, and I see this beautiful treasure box, and it has gold trimmings around it, and it seems to be ornate like a particular thing. I will use those words because guess what? The AI, the algorithm is trained that way. So if I put certain words and feed it, like if I say it is trained like a Chinese ornamental box, right?
Okay.
Or it is trained, yeah, whatever, or it's trained like a Victorian, the Victorian era, something like that, music box. The AI was like, oh, we got it, because a human is telling them what to do, right? Oh, we got it, and it has, pardon, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say it knows the difference between a Chinese style and a Victorian style because it's been trained, not because it thinks about it.
No, it's been trained. It's been totally trained. And it's like an AI brain on steroids. It's been trained. Go like, whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, we'll get that done. We'll get that done. Here it is. What do you think about this? Oh, you're not satisfied? Let us do another iteration. Let us do another iteration. And it's fun to see what it produces, right? So when that is finished now, I go like, I think I want to tweak this a bit. So as a human being or whatever, let's not get technical with the words. I'll just take that out now, throw it into my Procreate. I might erase something, dab a little, put some color, put some light, and use my Procreate and do it completely different. Now, let's go to ChatGPT. Recently, well, I have the paid version of ChatGPT, And I was a little wary of ChatGPT. So I took my time to really, I started to put things in it, just to see what it would give me. Because that, again, that is definitely AI, right? On steroids. That's crazy. ChatGPT, people are scared of it, universities, schools, so on. But the beauty of a ChatGPT is that when you, for example, I may say, hey, I don't like this sentence. Could you make it better? ChatGPT will say, sure, let me see if I can help you. It actually responds like that because why? It's trained. It's not a real person. It's trained to respond like that. It probably has several or many finite responses. So it will say, let me see if I can help you. When I put the sentence in, and it will give me something really scary good, better,
Yes.
way better, in order. So what I will do if I'm using ChatGPT, I will say, pay attention to grammar, punctuation. I want you to keep the essence of what I'm trying to say and keep my style. And that thing knows it.
Isn't that
And
good?
to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. For example, now I'm using ChatGPT because I'm doing a children's book for someone, and about heaven. And I will tell ChatGPT, I'm using ChatGPT 4, the upgraded one, and it has a DALL-E incorporated. And I would say, hey, I want you to I would love to see a little girl dancing in a place like the Garden of Eden, and I want to see little fireflies, and I want to see this. And then DALL-E would say, oh, sure. It will respond like that and create the most beautiful. It just gives you two. Oh my gosh. There's a term, a 2-word phrase that I use to get something really unique. It's called surreal lighting. So
Surreal
whatever,
lighting. Oh.
yes. So you have you have certain words, keywords, surreal lighting, magical, mystical, certain cosmic. There's certain
Fantasy,
words.
cosmic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that you key in, and the AI would know, like, wow, yes, let's use that. Heavenly, whatever,
Heavenly is
right?
another good one. Yes, yes.
Yes. And so it will give you that, and then it will say, is that okay? Like, yeah, we're having a conversation, right? Why
Right.
did we love you? Have friends here. Yeah, I said, is that okay? So, no, I don't like that one. Okay, let me see what else I could do to give you another one. Also, I'm an artist, like a natural artist. So I paint to use acrylics, right? And so I did a painting many years ago called Brand New Day. So I was with my boys, and they had the painting at their place, and they said, Mom, why don't you feed that into DALL-E? I said, well, that one I don't know what to do. I never did feed my painting into DALL-E. So they showed me how to do it. And they feed it into DALL-E, and I am astounded at what came out. I could probably show you that. I'll find it and show you that. What
Sure.
that looks like.
Yeah. Yeah. You cue that up. And I just have a couple questions then. So I know that the copywriting issue is a little bit sketchy
Mhm,
on the creative stuff. Like no one would ever be able to get this exact thing, right? But the
mhm,
scroll itself is available on Mid-Journey or
Yeah.
something. Is that it's like they wouldn't be able to get it exactly right because they would never be able to duplicate all of the different things that we
No,
did to change it. But
no.
so when you put your original artwork in there, is anyone, is that like, could someone steal it? Could someone say it's theirs?
I don't, that part as a question, I don't really know, but I don't think so, because like with Midjourney, um, there is, you could pay for stealth mode where everything is hidden. I don't have stealth mode with Midjourney. I have the basic,
Uh-huh.
but they could see it in the gallery. But the thing about it, nobody could ever get the exact same thing. Somehow the
Right.
AI will not create the exact same thing for you. It will
That's
look
true.
similar, but it's different, so you will know. But once you pay, there are no copyright issues. I know there was a court issue going on for artists that people are using their name and their stuff to train the AI so that they could use in the style of
Oh,
this artist, in the style
right.
of that artist. I actually don't even know what became of that case.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense, huh? Well, I mean,
But
you have to train the AI in the style of, Queen Elizabethan furniture, kind of, this is the style, or Rococo or Baroque, or, you know, some sort of, it would have to have looked at some of those photographs in order
Yeah.
to know what that style is. So I guess it makes sense if you want to train it up in a Ansel Adams photographic style, you know, or something, you know, whoever, you know, Monet or something, it would have to
Yeah.
have known what that style was. So that's a little bit nebulous. Like, is that a copyright or is that training it? Because I studied fine art in college, so obviously we had to look at the fine art in order to get to memorize different styles and, you know,
Mhm.
Picasso versus, you know, Monet. So I'm not sure. I don't know if that would be, you know, a bad thing or not if you're just using it for the training.
Yeah, you know what I think? I think the fight came out of a place of fear
Sure.
because if I am an artist and somebody is using my name, say I'm a great artist and somebody's using my name in the style of Elizabeth Gomes,
Mm-hmm.
to me, that is free marketing for me, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
somebody is thinking that my work is good enough to
Right.
train this AI to use my style,
Right.
right? For
Yeah.
example, Pixar is a style, but that's not like for one person, it's just a style. Or you can say in the style of Disney style or Marvel, whatever style. But if you put the word Marvel comic, the AI will start to bringing other things that is related to Marvel comic, but it will try to
Mm-hmm.
use the other words of what you really want, right? And use
Interesting.
that. I'm looking for the artwork that I did here on Deep Chat GPT here.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have the paid version of Chat GPT, so I've never used it for doing art, but just for the audience, essentially when you go in there, it actually is, to me, it's an exercise in translation, because if you're seeing something in the heavenly realms and then you want to
Yes.
tell somebody about it, you're thinking, okay, so there was a blue celestial light behind some white pillars and a stairs with 6 steps going up to a throne that was gold that had, you know, like, you're very much speaking it out and you're making that translation. So I think that's bringing heaven to earth to me.
It is. I like that. No, that I like. I can't find my artwork, but that is what I like because it's a way of bringing heaven to earth. And let's look at it this way.
Yeah.
We have the Bible that is written. Where did it come from? Where did the words, where did the experiences come from? Right? The scriptures has things like write the vision down and make it plain. Why write it? Why were there scribal angels scribing or writing things down? Like it's a simple whatever is there in the quote unquote unseen realm, it's here because all things that are visible was made from the invisible.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing that is visible just appear visible. It
Right.
first was in the invisible realm,
Right.
right?
Right.
So to me, that's a key right there. If if I have thing in my non-local realms, in my thoughts, it's reality. How do we know it's reality? I'm probably going off of rabbit trail here a little bit, but just Jesus said, if you look at a woman or man with certain thoughts, it's done already.
Mm-hmm.
So that means my thoughts, it's reality, but no one on the outside could really see it,
Right. But it was
right?
your intention.
Exactly. But I could bring that now. I'm just using that as an analogy because that's the one that came in my mind, right? Now
Mm-hmm.
I am sitting here with all these imaginations and these thoughts, and I'm not seeing really a marquee of words running across my mind. What I'm seeing is pictures, really.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can take those pictures and translate them. For example, if I want to say there is a silver line across the moon, and the moon look like it has a mouth in the air, I'm thinking that in my mind. Now I may not put that, I may not be an artist, like to paint it, but what I would try to do is to write it. And I will write, there is a moon with a silver line running across the middle of the moon. The moon looks spherical. and there are two eyes, and it looks like it has lashes, and the moon is actually grinning. So I'm thinking that, and I'm writing that. But what about if I could feed that into one of the Midjourney or ChatGPT, DALL-E or something? Then
Yeah,
I have a visual now,
right.
and then I could do a lot of iterations to see, or Canva. Now Canva has a beautiful, I can't remember what you call it. They have something called the dreamy mode.
Oh, really?
That's, yes, that's almost like surreal lighting, the kind
Oh,
of
how
iteration
fun.
give you. Mm-hmm.
How fun. I was thinking, wow, I could put my book cover up here as my backdrop. So while we're talking
Yeah,
about
yes. Yeah. Oh, and I know probably concerned that is your book cover, right?
Mhm,
And it's already copyrighted. So
mhm.
no one could, oh my gosh, that looks actually good. Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow, that
So
looks really
so
good.
Elizabeth did the scroll and some of the filigree bits and the
Yes.
came with it, but we moved things around, we layered things different, we erased some
Wow.
things, we put the little scroll on the inside of the tube. So there was a lot
Yeah, wow.
of creativity that
That's
needed to
good.
happen after Elizabeth did the creativity. So I have two different designers. Elizabeth was the first one, and then David Munoz was the second one in order to get the final product. So
Wow, that actually looks really good and clean. I like it.
yeah,
Wow.
it turned out really, really good. I'm very, very pleased. So thank you so much for your help on that. So come back to helping the creatives to not be afraid of the AI and to like what was your when you first dipped your toe in, what did that look like for you? And how did you have fear at the beginning or did you think that it's going to take over? What was that journey for you?
When it comes to things like technology and so, I'm kind of fearless. I really like technology. I update everything. Something new comes out, I'm going like, wow, how does this work? And my boys are like that too. So we text all the time and they send everything you update. Did you see this, mom? Did you see this? So we always on the go with technology. But so when I first heard about Midjourney, I actually wasn't afraid. I did feel a little I balked a little at learning something new.
Sure.
Like, oh my gosh, is this difficult to learn? But then I would not know until I stepped in, right?
Mm,
So with all of, I was feeling, oh my goodness, this might be a little difficult. I just went right in and by practice, and I just learned how to do it. I was not afraid of anything AI. I'm not afraid of that, right? But I would say there is a little, very tiny, to me, a very tiny bit of learning curve for anything to be AI. Some things are more difficult, like people say, how do you train this or how do you train that? That I'm not sure of. I actually intend to do some programming, I don't know, is Midjourney or Chat. AIs are usually trained in a language called Python. So they're very, and even the name is not so nice, but anyway, but they have many languages. It's like how we use a language, like different language that we speak. So AI has languages that it's trained on, right? And the top
interesting.
language for AI is Python. They have others like Java and all these different things, which I don't know at all. I've never learned it, right? I just did smatterings and go like, I'm not doing this too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think
so
the
I was
way
not
that they
afraid.
name things is a whole different topic because
All different
you
topic.
yeah, whole different topic. So, we'll
Yeah,
just
but I was not
don't touch that one.
You don't touch that. I just went right into it and just really I was excited. The thing to me, what came to my mind when I started with Midjourney, especially not Canva. Canva, I wouldn't deem Canva an AI, even though they're incorporating AI now. I
Mm,
was like, wow, we are creators. I could use my words to put it in picture form. That's what I thought. I'm using my words or my words that I think in my mind to bring it into picture form now. And to
mhm,
me, that excited me. So I wasn't afraid. I just explored it as much as I could and learned how to do it. Yeah.
mhm. Yeah, there's a bit of like I said, a translation because creatives Sometimes, sometimes they're not writers. They see in pictures and they know how to, you know, use the craft of their art to
Yeah.
create on a 2D page or 3D if they're sculptors or jewelry makers or
Yeah.
whatever, what they're seeing in their mind. So this is one step removed, like because there is a translation of you need to put this in writing as far as put it into poetic words, very descriptive words, so that the AI knows about it. I mean, I think we used like a gold filigree, you know, who knows the words that, well, you
So
would know the words that we used.
they are
Yeah,
inspired, all sort of things. And it takes a bit of a learning. And I would say it
mhm,
just doesn't come like that. So if anyone wants to learn this, whether you think you are quote unquote creative or not, we are all creative in some capacity,
right,
right? All of us, we come from creator, right? Our
right.
father. So I would say to take some time. There's tons and tons of YouTube video, people who are willing to teach you very simply, right? To
Mhm.
sorry, that's why I turned my phone down. Yeah. So I was yeah, because I don't want to disturb. So I would say it is not just you would just go and say, this is how we do it. Take your time. Anyone want to learn and learn it. It actually it could be quite addictive, right? Because if you're a wordy person and if you think a lot in pictures, um you could take a couple hours every day doing it. And so it's just get yourself ready, teach yourself and learn it. And Canva is a very, very easy one, I would say, if somebody want to start with Canva. But
Mm,
I would say start with Midjourney. And you have something called Blue Willow. I like Blue Willow. The quality is good. The only thing I don't like with Blue Willow, I find that it's difficult to find my creations. There is something there to find it, but I just find it's always difficult. It's like a Midjourney,
mm,
right? But I find it difficult to. And then you have ChatGPT. If you pay for it, then you
mhm.
have the DALI E that is incorporated in ChatGPT, and
Mhm.
the images are sensational. I want to see if I could show you some
Yeah,
images.
go ahead. And
Um,
how do you spell Dolly E?
DALL-E. I'm gonna see if I could open that. Just give me a minute. Let me see if I can open
Sure.
that one here. DALI E.
I think I've glanced at Blue Willow, but the one that I have more confidence with is Midjourney just because of the training that you did, but I really haven't taken the time to learn it or use it or anything. But
Okay, so
do you
let's see. Pardon, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, have you seen that Midjourney has improved any in the last since it came out?
Yes. Yes, they are constantly. This is the thing with what is happening now with the AI world or technology. It is moving faster than we could think. Not literally, but I'm just trying to explain how fast this is moving. It is crazy how fast it is moving. Like we can almost cannot keep up. So by the time you see something new, you wake up in the morning, it's something else.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Very
I
cool.
just want to show you something here. I'm gonna share my screen. Is that okay?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Okay, so here
Oh,
I'm
wow.
just giving a little peek. I'm sure she wouldn't mind. This is not the final thing. So here I'm creating some images for a children book that I'm doing,
Wow.
right? This is
That's
DALI E ChatGPT.
okay.
So if you notice, right, this is me, a whimsical animated scene of a little girl joyfully dancing around a heavenly garden. This is not my first word. DALI E improved on what I was saying. I put something very
So
simple. Yeah, go
is
ahead.
there a way to make it bigger? Just it's a little bit small in the video.
Here here we
Is there
go.
a way to make it bigger?
Can you see this here bigger?
I can see yeah, I can see the image more, yeah. But I couldn't see the words, so
Let's see.
that's okay.
Okay,
Um,
let me see if I could go back. Oh no, I can't don't think I
maybe
can make the word.
in the upper right, if you change the size of your fonts in the little three dots in the upper right. Upper right
Yeah,
of the whole, yeah, right up there. The three
whole
dots.
screen.
Yeah, see if you can, and see how it says 100%. Increase it bigger than 100%. The zoom.
Here. Okay, let
There.
me see if I can do that. Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
look at that.
Okay, very good. That looks good. Great. Okay,
See
so
that?
now what were you saying about the words? Is they helped you
Oh.
write these words?
Yeah, I wrote a little bit. I just said a little girl dancing in the Garden of Eden, Heavenly Garden, something like that. And then it made it look like I wrote it, but I didn't write a whimsical animated scene of a little girl filled with oversized, vibrant flowers. Dali, he said, "Oh, that's what you meant," and then give me these words, and I copied it and said, "Oh, that's it." And then this is the iteration. This is what it gave me.
Wow.
Yeah. See, so
See,
this
you
is what it
guys?
says. See?
That is so cool.
Let me just open this like that. Oops, that's as big as it could go, I guess. Can you see
That's
that?
okay. Yep, that's fine.
Right.
Wow. So
And
of those two little girls, which style do you like better?
I like the Pixar.
The
This one
Pixar
here.
style? Okay, so did you have to say Pixar style?
I did say Pixar, but I didn't repeat that. And then
Okay.
this one here, I said Pixar. Look at this. So this here.
Oh,
Oh, this is what I said. A 9-year-old girl dancing in. Oh, this is they did it over for me, right? So I said a 9-year-old girl dancing in Heavenly Garden in Disney Pixar, and
oh,
this
I
is what I
see.
got.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then it gave me these renderings, right? Look at this.
Wow.
It is incredible,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And I have some more. Let me see if I could go back here. Oh no. Okay. So let's do one here. Okay.
Sure.
Let's do one. Okay. You give me something. You think about something. You give me something.
Well, let's look at see if you can do a throne room. Like
Okay.
how
Tell me
you
what
see
words.
throne room. Okay, so let's just
See
say,
it and you tell me.
okay. Oh my gosh, putting me on the spot here. Okay, so a large golden throne with comfortable cushions in, well, let's use your surreal light on a
Yes.
pedestal with gold steps and white pillars all around it. Let's just see what it gives me.
Oh, cushion. Hold on. Cushion. Hold on. Cushion. CS. Hold on.
CH.
CUSH.
Yeah.
CUSH. CUSH.
Yeah.
And comfortable is comfortable. Right. And with what?
Um,
With,
oh, white pillars around it.
oh, a pedestal with white pillars.
Yes. Let's just see what it says.
Surreal. Oh, around it. Come on. AROUNDIT SURELLIGHTING. And let's see what it gives us. Hidden images. Oh my goodness, my chair is making background noises.
Oh, it's okay. I can't really hear anything. This is exciting. Thank you for doing a demonstration.
Oh, word. Look at that.
Oh, wow. Very cool. So now you could take, I like the one on the left. However, I don't want that sun god thing in the top of it.
Oh, so you see that? That's the thing.
Yeah,
Right? The words that we use, it thinks certain things. Look what it says here. Here is a large images of large golden throne, complex cushion set on a pedestal surrounded by white pillars. So it is trained for something that the white pillars and the pedestals. So it is from that. That's why it gave us this kind of something there. Right? Lighting is surreal. I didn't say this. Did I say like the lighting? Telling me it's a surreal. Look, I did. Creating a mystical and regal atmosphere. It says regal because we said throne.
Yes. Yeah, that makes sense. I like it. I just don't like that looks like a, false god on the top there. So then this is where you would take it into the other software and just edit that top piece.
Or you could say, can you remove the face from the top of the, let me see here. I always do this, and my word letters back for of the throne. And no, okay. Let me tell it. I like the gold, G-O-L-D, and white, but can you remove the face from on top of the throne? And I don't know what else to say. And give it a brighter glow.
Okay, there you go.
Let's see what it says.
Oh, this is fun, Elizabeth.
It is fun. You could do so much. So now with because I do editing and publishing books, the KDP Amazon has asked for us to, anybody who's editing, publishers and so on, we have a place, I don't know, disclaimer to say if we use AI generated or AI assisted content.
I did that when I published my book. It asked me that.
It didn't bother with me. So here is it. The face designers removed from the throne. Where? Who tried to remove? You didn't, sort of, but you still want it. Look, you're stubborn AI. You still put it at the bottom.
Oh, see, I liked the round steps of the pedestal of the last one.
Yeah. So
yeah.
this is how you keep going and say, I don't like that.
It put the face at the bottom on the left-hand side. See, the face is at the bottom.
Yes. And why? Because it's trained in a particular way.
Right.
It's just like if you as a person, you're trained in a particular way, whatever you're training, whatever is your algorithm, one-on-one would make two. It will come. That's why you have to reprogram, be transformed by the renewing of your mind.
Right.
Don't be like don't be like the AI. I said remove the face. You put it at the bottom.
I know. And now we didn't get a pillow. In the first one, we got a pillow.
Let me see if it. Yeah. Oh, we got a pillow there.
See the little pillow there? You have a lumbar support.
Yeah. So now we could take this and throw it into Procreate or put it into Photoshop and then clean up some things. You can add certain things. You can add other images if you want. You could overlay images.
Right.
And overlay images. So you could create other images here and overlay it. Like you could put clouds. Like let's have
or angels.
Create Prince Warring. Let me see what will give me. Angels with golden and armor. And with a heavenly cloud backdrop.
Sounds good.
D-R-O-P. And I'm going to put the magical word, see what they say, or treat now. S-U-R-E-L-L-I-G-H-T-I-N-G.
Real lighting is your magical word on Dolly E, huh?
Well, no, I use it for other things, to Midjourney and so on.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, but Midjourney, the beautiful thing about Midjourney, you have you can go on the gallery and you could just see what all the people are using and what they get, and then you could try to use some of those words. But if you use the exact word, you still wouldn't get what they got.
Right.
It's like an NFT. Yeah, it's like an NFT. You wouldn't get what they got. So let's see what Dali E will give us here. Well, my word.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my word. So that's what Dali thinks.
So for the audience, do you see how your activation or encounter time with the Lord could really get in front of you, and you could literally remember what you saw in heaven by creating something like this so that you could put it up, so you say, oh yes, and it's like setting a precedent that the Lord showed me this in heaven. That gives you a confidence, it gives you courage, it lets you know how much he loves you, lets you know that the warrior angels are there fighting for you. Whatever you're going through, you could literally do this kind of thing to translate what the Lord showed you in the heavenly realm so that you could put it in front of you.
Yes, as an anchor. You can use this as an anchor if you Because it's
Right.
good. It's like writing the vision and make it plain. You are
Right.
writing the vision and make it plain, but just not in words only. You're actually
Right.
adding word to it. So yeah, very good. I don't know if
Yeah.
you could stop me
These are
sharing the screen. You
so
want to do
cool.
more?
Yeah, of course. All right. Well, this has been so good, Elizabeth. Let's stop share a second. So that was so good. Thank you for actually literally showing us what you can do with the AI. So appreciate that. So let's wrap up this segment, and then when we come back, let's talk about what you're doing in your business and with the Ecclesia Burning Ones and those kinds of things. But is there anything else that you want to share with people regarding AI or using it?
Yeah, well, I would say do not be afraid.
Mm.
Don't be afraid. Since we have a relationship with our Father, spend time with Him. Use it as an opportunity or a place to have a conversation with Him about what this is and what it could be used for. Like, there is no fear in love, not at all. So have a conversation with our Father. Said, Father, what do you think about AI? Write it down, right? What could it be used for? And it's as simple as that. Very, very simple. If you're afraid, talk to Him.
Sounds
That's
good.
it. Yeah.
Thank you again, Elizabeth, and thank you once again for designing my book cover. And of course, if you guys want to get the book, it's over on spiritcenteredbusiness.com/book. It's Discover Your Business Destiny, Co-Creating, Stewarding, and Standing to Manifest God's Divine Plan. Okay. Well, until next time, stay spirit-centered. Peace out. Hey there, SCB peeps. I want to give a huge shout out and deep appreciation and thanks to Candace Benton. She has become a super sponsor for the Spirit Centered Business Show. So I would appreciate you helping me in sending blessings and abundance back to her. Thank you so much, Candace, and you are well loved.
Thank you for listening to Spirit Centered Business with Bralynn Newby. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. The next stage of doing business by being spirit-centered is coming together in collaboration, working with spiritual principles and knowing our destiny. Join our tribe at spiritcenteredbusiness.com, and we'll catch you on the next broadcast. Peace out.